Let's be real here for a second. Most of us don't scroll because we want to. We scroll because there's a pause, there's a moment, there's a silence, there's boredom, right? We unlock our phone and suddenly we are looking at things that we didn't ask for, things that we won't remember, and things that we didn't even enjoy that much. That is doom scrolling. Today, I want to talk about doom scrolling and how it's impacting our lives and our focus. I want to show you how you can use gaming and intentional tech to regain a little bit of that focus and also get your brain trained instead of fried. Doom scrolling feels productive because you're taking in a lot of information, even though your brain doesn't take it that way. Here's what's actually happening. You're not choosing your content, you're reacting to it, and every swipe resets your attention. Your brain never goes deep, it stays shallow, constantly. No challenge, no memory function, and no sense of completion. It's like opening 50 tabs on your browser mentally and paying attention to none of them. And over time, that destroys your patience, that destroys your focus, and ultimately destroys your motivation. The problem isn't the screens, it's passive screens. Does that make sense? That's when tech decides everything for you. What do you see, when do you see it, and how long you stay watching that content. And suddenly your brain goes into autopilot. But when you interact with your tech or gaming, you're making a decision, and suddenly everything changes for good. Gaming, creating, building, and tweaking, all of those require effort, and effort is when growth happens. Now, why gaming is different than doom scrolling? Well, gaming used to be a bad thing. People used to say that it was a waste of time, that it will make you dumber, that it will make you lose your focus. But actually, gaming trains your brain in a way. It forces your brain to wake up. You're constantly processing information, making decisions, adapting to new situations, and learning systems. And the best part is that you get feedback. You fail, you adjust, and then you improve. That loop is very powerful. Scrolling gives you dopamine with no effort, and gaming gives you dopamine after effort. And your brain remembers that. Here's where tech becomes the solution. For example, with your headphones. When you put your headphones intentionally, you block distractions, you create a mental boundary, and you enter focus mode. Your brain goes from consume to engage, and even silence with noise cancellation helps. Other example are smartwatches. Smartwatches do not help you doom scroll. They're a good example because they don't trap you. They remind you that you've been sitting too long, that you have been inactive, and that the time is passing by. Awareness breaks autopilot, and autopilot is doom scrolling's best friend. Another accessory that of course comes with gaming is a controller. When you grab a controller or a handheld, you're making a decision. You're saying, I'm doing this on purpose. And then you start gaming. And of course, games have stars, endings, missions, accomplishments, and endpoints. Scrolling never ends, and that's why it's so exhausting. Another way that you can also enter this flow state is using tech gadgets or using tech to create. Creativity is a great thing, and it helps us a lot to exercise our brains. When you go into editing, recording, customizing, and modding, this puts you into flow. And flow state is when time disappears, focus locks in, and your stress drops. Now, you don't doom scroll in flow. That's definitely not a possibility. Let's talk about gaming a little bit more, because gaming isn't brain rot. Mindless consumption is. Games train your reaction time, your memory, your reflexes, gives you a strategic thinking, emotional control, and problem solving. They teach you to stay calm under pressure, learn from failure, and then push through difficulty. Especially if you're playing games like Dark Souls, they can teach you a lot of lessons. But not only that, you can do even cozy games, anything really that distracts you from your phone is good for you. because nowadays they really want you to stay stuck to your phone all the time, all day. And with gaming, that mindset transfers to real life, and doom scrolling trains you to quit when things are not entertaining anymore. And it's crazy because I read that also attention span is being affected by doom scrolling a lot. People are now not able to stay put on a video for more than 5 seconds, which is crazy. I mean, I remember watching The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, and those movies are long. I don't know if they can create them anymore because the attention span is not the same. This is not about deleting every app that consumes your time on your phone. It's about replacing it. Replacing scrolling with play, replacing consumption with interaction, and replacing noise with intention. Tech is not the enemy. Unconscious tech use is. So next time you're bored, don't think, why should I scroll? Ask, what do I want to do now? And if you have games that you haven't finished, get to gaming. If you have videos or things that you want to create, get to creating. Just don't let your phone or social media tell you what you need to do. Make a decision, be intentional, and keep gaming. Now, if you're into gaming, tech, and using screens with intention, subscribe to this channel. And comment below, what helps you to avoid doom scrolling? Let me know if you have any tactics. Let me know if you have any tips. And let me know if you're able to kill that doom scrolling boss. Because definitely I'm trying. It's not easy, but we can do it. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.